Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. Now, as I said at the end of the last episode, we have passed through and completed our research on, I can't remember what it was we were doing. Wow, we have completed our research, and I'm also doing mining as well. I can't remember what research I actually had going. What did I have going? Railways. Brain fail. Anyway, we completed railways and we're doing mining. We're 99 through, so we're just waiting for the 10 coins and then we'll be done. I have updated the game to the latest version. There are a few changes, particularly with the farms. Farming now is 1.5 seconds instead of 2 before. So that means less workers are going to even be needed in the farms now. And there we go, we have unlocked mining. Awesome source. That's going to help even further with resources. The only change I have done between the two episodes is the pastures. I've given each one its own independent well. That was because the leather wasn't getting any water at all and our chicken was using all the water. So now we've changed it around so it's going to work this way, so that's much better. But important things are afoot. This is producing enough here. That's working wonderfully. Okie dokie. Right. So there is another change as well with pathing. Apparently you now can auto path. Yeah, if you see here, you can build paths now auto build to wherever they work in an angle, which is really good, and they automatically add steps if it's a stone path. And also it works the same with chutes and conveyor belts as well. I think I might be getting that one wrong, I'm not sure, but anyway, they're the big changes. I think there was one other tiles now cost 1,000 to get each. I can't remember what they were before, but obviously now we're at 6,000 mark, so yeah, basically that and a few bug fixes, so everything's awesome. So we have unlocked mining and we have unlocked mine there, awesome, and we've unlocked minecarts and rails. The harvester drill is apparently locked behind machinery. I wouldn't mind getting that. That would be very useful. But I'm having a bit of a difficulty with blue coins. We are struggling quite badly with blue coins, so I think I might look into getting some better blue coin production. And how would we do that? How would we do better blue coins? Let's see here. Remedies. Lots of things that kind of require a workshop, I think, so we might have to go into machinery. Fish oil is something we could do. Not sure how you actually make fish. Is fish oil in here? Fish oil's in here. It just requires fish, doesn't even require any. That is very tempting to change over. I think we will go for fish oil as well. Here, that is going to affect this, slowing it down overall. I mean, I could put in a second kitchen and use that for chicken. In fact, I think I will. So let's put in a second chicken. A second chicken? Nope, a second kitchen. That's the word I'm after. And I'd really like to feed them automatically with goods. I think this is going to be our cooked chicken, and you're going to stop making cooked chicken. You are instead going to take cooked chicken to that one. we've got 2 workers working here, haven't we? So we're going to have one work on fish and the other one work on fish oil. Okay. Be absolutely fine. And then I'm going to grab you, and you're going to grab chicken and deliver to there. Okay. And we will turn this building around and we shall build a little overhanging don't know why I used them and didn't use other bits, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. So conveyors. Conveyors you can now obviously build, and you see it goes in a slope automatically, which is awesome. Or you can hold control to make sure it stays up as high as you want it to go. I like that change. I like that a lot. That's very, very useful. And then we build a couple of splitters, I suppose. Okay. Oh, and a grabber. We need a grabber as well. But like so. Boom. There we go. And then these will get fuel, 1 each, which should make life a lot easier for us here. Let's speed up our workshop a little bit as well, because it seems like our grain mill is actually running low on animal feed a little bit. And although I could have splitters here splitting this up here, leather is more important, so I'm prioritising the leather production over the chicken. Because we're okay for red coins. We're going to be okay for those. But I really am actually starting to think that maybe I should get a cart in to do this. Might seem like a good idea. So let's turn it off and turn it back on again. And that puts the fish roll to the top. So if I then stop this and go, you can go, and you can go, we'll grab a cart. And we will say cart. Take those. And if we just click that without dragging, take those to the nearest place you're going to take to. It could technically deliver it to there. So I'll turn that off. Can't deliver it to there because that's fish. A house is technically closer, but I think it does prioritise the actual drop-off points. So yeah, interestingly, it's dropping off. Ah, okay. Okay, so the apothecary isn't selling us because none of these level 2. But if I say only go to the apothecary, I think that's going to make a problem for us actually. So we'll say you take fish oil to there and you take fish to there. And let's upgrade all the rest of these houses, shall we? Let's load it all up at level 2. And now I actually think about it, the apothecary is not going to sell to anyone because that's a level 3 item. And none of our houses are level 3. So let's upgrade all of them, shall we? Let's pause the game and let's just go through and upgrade all the houses. It only costs 5 brick to upgrade to level 3. We have lots and lots of brick because we've been doing early on. We did lots of brick going into the base, so we had loads of brick going there. We used the whole stack of it, that's fine. Also get lots of iron plates going into the base. That's good. But we will use a lot of those in the future. And now we unpause. Boom, there you go. It sells straight away. Plenty of its things to everyone that needs them. So that's awesome. Fish, blue coins. Very good. Very, very good. Now, unfortunately, we just aren't producing enough to keep up with the demand. So I think, actually, we go back. I do think it was just literally a bit of sort of overflow. Things were stacked up too much, whereas now I reckon those people can keep up with the speed of it. Maybe just under the speed of it, but I am absolutely fine with that. There we go. And we might as well put in the oh, we can't. We still can't put in that because that requires reinforced planks, which we haven't got yet. Can't build speciality goods there, but it's fine because we'd have to upgrade level 4 houses, which requires cloth, which is something we do need to get into. But there we go. We've got all these houses going here. They are happy. Things seem pretty good. I think the biggest issue is that some of them are going to suffer with food lackage. So things are going to drop down, and these potions, these remedies, they aren't going to last very long, I don't think. I think they're going to be consumed faster than we're filling there. It looks as if they're grabbing like enough for 2 workers, but not enough for 1. And I've now got so many extra people. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. So fish, 2, and your chicken. You're keeping up because you're just struggling to keep up with chicken. Okay, so it's going to be right. I am a little confused as to why you're consuming a lot of fish. You're actually consuming more fish than I'm producing right now, which is a bit of a problem. So maybe I need to change that to being a stone road just to speed up that that cart. There we go. Now that cart will be fast all the way down apart from the very last little bit, but that's fine. And just that increase there might be enough to keep the flow going. Seems that it runs out of fish just as the cart arrives, so can I put stone road? I could put stone road down on there. That would speed up stuff as well. Give it that little edge. Very fine balance there, but it does look as if it's actually now giving in. Yep, it does look as if it's giving more fish than it's consuming now. So we're actually on a gain, which is awesome. That's just what we wanted. And that's just by changing the road. No change in anything else. Just by changing the road to make this cart travel that little tiny bit faster. So sometimes that does matter. Sometimes that is important. Here, this is just taking too long to make leather. That's the problem with it. It's taking too long. It's just not getting enough water. I think it is the water problem, actually. Doesn't appear to be getting enough. Not particularly sure how to speed that up. Let's temporarily deliver water to it like so. It may be that the well can keep up with production normally. It's just that because obviously it's been out of water, it just can't do it. So let's see here. 18. No, it looks as if it uses the water. It uses 4 water and gets delivered 3 in the amount of time. So, and that just comes to the fact that these conveyors are slow. I could have my wagon just sat there going backwards and forwards, delivering. And forwards. I mean, I could even move that well over one and make that even smaller. I don't know why I put a 2 gap between them. I just did, just the way of doing things. But the wagon is actually faster than the conveyors at the moment until we get metal conveyor belts. Yeah. Okay. Right. And I think we'll just speed up a little bit here. We'll chop the road down, and then we will build a road to there. And that'll help speed up our delivery of bread. And yeah, generally just speeding up everything, getting things going. We've got plenty of money coming in, plenty of coins going now. We're getting our blue coins, that's working. The apothecary is struggling to keep up with everyone. We are at 67%, which is giving us plus 60% happiness. That helps overall, just to speed everything up everywhere. I am also considering getting rid of one of these boats. I'm thinking that it's just not worth having 2 boats right now. So yeah, we'll get rid of one of those boats. Saves us a single worker. Not that you have to worry about the workers at the moment, to be entirely honest with you. Now you're getting a surplus. Excellent. Right. You have a surplus. We can probably slow you down a bit. We're on 3. Yep, we'll drop you down 3 as well. There we go. And you have a surplus because basically the kitchen is filling up on bread. Which is absolutely fine. We're obviously, producing more bread than we're using, which is a really good thing. We have some herbs there I want to harvest at some point as well. It's just sort of going through. But what I really do need to do is spread out. We do need to get going with things, particularly now we have mining working. It means that we can start looking at actually industrializing a lot of things. Right now we've got a single guy grabbing this coal, and although that's going to last quite a while because there's a lot of coal there, it won't last forever. It will eventually run out. Same with iron. So if we could clear an area and make space for a mine, say down here, we could put a mine in there. If I could get a mine right in the centre there, that's all the stone we're ever going to need. So the mine has an area around it, and look at that. Look, if we put it there, that's 157 stone attached to that. That will last forever, I believe. But we can't build a mine because it requires rail ties and reinforced planks. And reinforced planks, I believe, are made in the workshop. No, yes they are. Yes they are. They're made in the workshop and they are done with planks, iron and nails. And we could do with some of them. We could really do with some of them. Plus we could do with some more conveyor belts and things like that. We need to industrialise. We need to get things going. I would really like to build a mine and get this supply, but I'm going to move these forges. That's the idea of them. They're going to be moved over to... I'm not sure where, to be honest with you. I'm thinking I want to keep that stone there just because I do. Generally, it's a really good location there. I just want to dig out the centre of it. So let's do that. Let's dig out the centre. there. Okay, that's where our mine's going to go. Yeah, I want to put the mine in there, sort out grabbing of the stuff with that. We could shade the edges off, that's fine to do with it. We've got a little bit of space down here, not very even, but not a great deal. We have an island over here, which I was tempted to turn into a farm. Thinking that all our crops could go here, the different type of crops. We could just remove the iron deposits and things like that and plant a farm. And we've got an island, so we do need to expand to some other islands at some point. I don't think I need to do that yet. There are a few other things I want to do as well. For instance, I want to grab some of these resources and throw them into some barns, so we've got them storage wise. May do that sort of soonish, but we really I really want to get some of these wooden planks going, and we can luckily I believe the workshop requires wooden planks, iron, and you're making wooden planks, and then it's not going anywhere. We've got all this iron here, which I'm thinking of just getting rid of. Now it seems a bit of a waste. It's the biggest iron deposit we have here as well, but it's just in the way. Unless I move the forester up there and plant trees around it, I suppose, because that's the edge of the trees there, and I want to keep the tomatoes, but I don't see any way of getting lumber. In fact, I do. It's going to be very cramped to do it, but I think I know a way. Let's I want to put it there, but then I don't, because that's right in the way of the chicken coop. I need the chicken coop. Let's put it. No matter where I put it, it's going to be awkward. I know what we'll do. Grab me a wagon. Oh no. Grab me a wagon. Empty that out into the base, please. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a lumber mill here, a workshop in front of it, and then a barn over here. Let's also smooth out this here if we can. Can we please? Can. Awesome. Yep. So we want a barn here, which can face away. It doesn't particularly matter. We want a lumber mill there and a workshop there. Okay, goodbye. Workshop can go there. Lumber mill can go there. The lumber mill is going to be set to making planks. The workshop is going to be set to making reinforced planks. I do realise we were making cloth at some point because we have cloth conveyors. I obviously have got rid of that. Guess we were using wool. Okay, and then I'm going to put in a conveyor belt up there with a grabber on it. Boom. And that will fill this one up with reinforced planks, which we do need quite a bit of in the future. I could put it in the base, but I'm concerned about overfilling the base. And I can also put in a loop there. So when these are backed up, this will get it. So it means it's a lower priority, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And then you need access to... So if I was to say, get me everything, this little wagon will fill you up with that, We'll grab from the base that, and then we'll grab from the base nails as well, which is awesome. Don't know how many nails we've got in the base. 273. We're actually struggling for iron. Oh, we're struggling for iron. Yes, we are going to struggle for iron. That makes sense. There's something else I want to get one of these to do as well, and that is to make some iron wheels. And I think I may do that with you. Or I could do it with that one. Where is our worker that's taking stuff out of this one? You're just shoes. You'll not take everything, you're just shoes. Okay, let's double check that. So just shoes, right? And then we're going to tell this to also make iron wheels, which you don't make here. Ooh, where do we make iron wheels then? Is that in a machine shop? Is that iron wheels in the machine shop? Because we can't actually build any minecarts. Yes, yeah, they're produced in the machine shop, and we don't have a machine shop. We can't build one yet because we haven't researched it. Okay. So I guess we need to research machinery. And once we can research machinery, we will be able to build iron wheels, and then from the iron wheels we'll be able to build the mining thing. And with that we can upgrade these to, instead of being people grab these, we can grab the iron miner, the harvester drill. That's what I'm trying to say. With the harvester drill, sorry, not the minecart. The harvester drill requires iron wheels and machinery anyway, but we get the harvester drill, it can grab the iron ore. It can grab 20 iron ore in one go, in the same time it takes a worker to grab one. Drop it off in there, and that will speed up our production here, which is very, very useful as well. Doesn't mean we can do things here as well. So I think we're at another stage of waiting for research, and there's a few things I want to sort of go around and tidy up. I might grab some tomatoes into a barn, grab some herbs, grab some apples, grab some carrots. Just fill a barn up with each one of the main goods. So we've got them stored somewhere. I'll put the barns like up here out the way. Like that stonemason's just up there out the way. Just away, so fine there. And then we shall be back once our research is complete. So I will see you again after the cut. Okay, so it's been a little while and we are almost complete on our machinery. We're just getting going. I do need to sort something out here, because once we start our research, all this comes to a stop. Our forges don't get any fuel, and our lumber mill doesn't get anything. It all goes pretty much wrong. I am filling up some barns here with different things, tomatoes and carrots and things. They're all going quite nicely. I've also changed the road layout here slightly to go underneath the chutes. I was noticing that my carts were coming along, getting stuck, and then they weren't just going back and going around here, which is where you think they go. Nope, they were coming back and they were going all the way along and all the way through this gap here for some bizarre reason. So I just basically have put in a single path there. And there we go, machinery is unlocked. Now we can finally get going. So what do we want to do? I think the first thing I want to try and aim for is getting a mining drill set up. Possibly in more than one place as well. I'm thinking getting a mining drill set up here for this barn to get these forges going. But I am also thinking about moving these forges, or moving them but not desperately move them. This double path here I would like to extend all the way down. make it my main sort of path coming from this end to that end, because I want to access this coal here because that's going to run out. Not soon, but it is going to run out, and I would like to access this coal here and use it up so it's used, which probably means taking the forges and moving them over here, which is why I would like to sort of clear out this tomato patch and put in that big long road there, which involves moving a few things around. A little awkward, I've got to move that pasture, but I'm fine with that. It's not a desperate problem because we can always put the pastures on either side. I suppose I could move the pasture from there to this side, which wouldn't really be a problem, and then just move the wells. But that's for the future. For now, we need to actually get some of these mining things going, and to get them going, we need to build a machine shop. Machine shop requires all the stuff we already have. I want to put down first the speciality goods. We're not using it yet, but I want to put it down before I forget. So there we go. Now we've got it, so I can add things to it if need be. And yes, that has used up pretty much all the planks I have because this system is not working. Not working very well at all. We've got to wait for this to all back up before that gets stuff going there. There was also something else which I kind of forgot about. I mentioned in the first episode or so that if a pasture has full fertilizer, it may produce slower than when the fertilizer's out. It's unconfirmed, I don't know. I haven't been able to test it yet to find out whether it's actually a real thing or not. I would like to do that, but to test that, really, I need to have 2 pastures with feed of everything, so they're never going to run out of animal feed or water, and have one taking the fertilizer out and one not taking the fertilizer out, so it balances. I know that sounds a bit strange, but that's the only way to get a proper test gun on there. But as was pointed out by Java Mirko, thank you very much, the forges can also run on fertilizer. I know we don't need it now because this is filling up and going there, but I could have used fertilizer from these two because it's not doing anything in the forges as a backup fuel source, so I will have to remember that. I may in fact implement that a little bit sooner than I think, because we may well do that with our workshop. I don't know where I'm going to put the workshop yet. Yeah, I'm really not sure about that. Something else that concerned me a little bit as well was the forester actually burnt through all of his trees. They were all in a growing state at one point, so I need to sort that out as well, but it's really difficult because there's no space here. Ideally, I need to put a forester somewhere else. I need to move all this. I need to clear out the area and move it, but I don't want to delete the resources. Nah. Anyway, but yes, yeah, as I was saying, the reason I mentioned about the fertilizer thing is because if I had used the fertilizer in the forges, then maybe it would have sped up my leather production. But leather's not a problem now because the actual issue came down to being nails again, I think. I think nails were the problem. Yeah, nails got... I used up all my nails and run out, so... yeah. Somehow I've managed to get one piece of iron in my base. Was that when I confused the iron here for coal? Might be. Maybe. Don't know. Okay, so let's have a look at the machine job. It requires 40 reinforced planks, which we will be getting soon. Hopefully. Yes, we'll be getting fairly soon. And where will I put it? I think I put it here. It requires iron ingots, which we can take from the base because we have got a lot in the base. So I might put it here just temporarily. Yeah, I think I will do. So I'm going to double this road up because I don't want to have traffic congestion going on there. I will do it, but it's only a temporary thing to get moved until I can actually get the mining. I keep wanting to say mining laser, and it's not a laser. I don't know where that's come from. The mining drill, the harvester drill. That's the word. It needs gears. It needs iron wheels. Both of them are made in factory in the machine shop. That's the word. And we've also unlocked metal conveyors, which will be a very, very big help on certain things. So, and with packager. Packager's going to be useful, but not right now. Okay, how are we coming on with our bits and pieces? We're probably, yeah, nails are still a big problem. Because you run out of iron. Which is not particularly surprising, to be honest with you. Again, this is kind of the big issue here, is that we are running out of everything, essentially. I'm not sure why my shoes aren't selling as fast as they should be. I think it's because I only have a single worker grabbing them, but then that slows down that process, so I'm not using as many resources, which is probably a good thing. So, yeah, overall that's not too bad. Also, we are a bit low on planks and a bit low on wood. Not low, we've still got 400 and we've got plenty of trees, so just something to keep an eye on, because eventually I'll get to the point where I just run out of wood and then can't put down chutes and be like, why isn't that working? And then, oh yeah, that's why that's not working. Many things to keep an eye on. So, we need nails. We need lots and lots of nails. Why do we need nails? Why isn't this working properly? It's just a case of these aren't actually doing anything at the moment. I think what I'm going to do is try and get a wagon. We don't have any wheels. Now that's interesting. Why do we not have any wheels? Wow. I really want to ask you to make wooden wheels, but that would make this barn go wrong. We can fix that. Grabbers can be filtered. So in this grabber we will say we only want to grab reinforced planks. And then we will add wooden wheels here. Because you have planks coming. I don't even know where you're getting your... Oh, is that... That's doing it. Okie dokie. That's grabbing them from wherever it can grab them from. So, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We'll put another worker in. You can grab the wheels into the base. Why not? We'll need 4 wheels for a wagon, but yeah, there we go. Right. So you, I'd like to take iron bars into the forge, please. Hold on. Oh yeah, no, that is correct. Nope. Hang on. Stop. Why were you making iron plates? Stop. Why was that forge making iron plates when I have one there making iron plates? I suddenly don't know why that forge was making iron plates. I don't think I wanted it to make iron plates. I think I've messed that up. Does mean I could have really only had one forge doing what I wanted it to do. Don't know why I had 2 of them. Am I missing something? Did I want that? Did I think that the iron plates were used in nails? Have I mistaken that? Because it's not like they're supplying things from anywhere. These aren't supplying anything directly. They're just being asked. The only thing that's being asked to grab is that workshop and that workshop. To both grab nails. So and for some reason you now have iron plates in you. That's because I think I messed up with that. Yes, I probably did. Okay. Going to be a bit awkward. Let's clear those off. In fact, I might even get rid of one of these forges. I think I might just do away with one and just have both of them go to the same forge. Don't know why I didn't do that originally. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to turn off the nails off that one, and I'm going to turn on nails on that one. Then we are going to remove that splitter. We're going to have it going that way, and that way only. Okay, I'm going to leave the infrastructure there, however, because I think I might take that warehouse that my brain fails, the forge out, and I might put the I might put the workshop there instead. Okay, so we remove that, and then we can build the machine shop. I'm really bad at remembering the names of things for some bizarre reason. I do not know why. We need 40 of these. We've got 38. That's typical. Okay, and you're grabbing nails. Put in there. You are going to be set to just grab resources from. In fact, you are going to lose your job. I'm terribly sorry. You are also going to lose your job, and you are going to supply that with nails. So we've got one car who's on supply duty for there. Yeah, you're on supply duty for that one, so you're going to grab nails or leather as required, and you're on supply duty for that, so you're going to grab nails or iron or wood as required, which is absolutely fine. I could manually feed the wood in there. I think I will. Planks can't be put on chutes, so we'll have a conveyor belt. Just because that helps speed up the wooden wheel production as well. Not that I particularly need the wooden wheel production, but you know. Right, we have 40. Let's build a machine shop. Let's build a machine shop right there. I'm going to pause the game before I do this because two reasons. I want to have a quick look at the model, so build whatever. Because this is new to me. That's a very fancy. Look at that. It's got a giant cog. 2 giant cogs. I wonder if they go round. Probably not, but doesn't matter. That looks awesome. I like that. Looks like a proper little workshop. Works really well. And something I had never noticed before, but I think I have noticed it in audit, is the outline on all of these buildings. There's an outline around all of them. And an outline around there. So I've never really noticed it. You can see it very prominently there on the chimney. Never really noticed it before. The aesthetics, the cartoon style aesthetics, but I like it. I like it on the buildings, but not on the units. That's quite cool. Just something I've not noticed before. Anyway, the machine shop. What do we want you to make? We want you to make gears, and we want you to make wheels, and probably rail ties, and probably metal conveyor belts at some point, but not right now. We just want iron wheels and gears. Okay, and you need to put them into a barn of some description, or maybe just the base. We have got space in the base. So you need iron. This is not making iron because it doesn't have enough iron. We do have iron in the base, however. So let's grab another wagon and let's take iron into there. Okay, and then you can take these goods, put them in the base. We do have space for them. That's good. Yeah, that's all good. That's going to work. Says not very convincingly. Don't quite know what I need gears for. What do I need gears for? Oh, the harvester drill requires 10 gears and 6 iron wheels, even though it only has 4 iron wheels on the model. Where are you hiding those extra iron wheels? Interesting. It also uses 2 population rather than 1, because it is it's essentially just a giant cart, but it's not even a giant cart. It's the same as a standard cart, but it's still quite important. It takes 10 seconds to produce a gear or an iron wheel. Okay. So we have enough wheels. We just need a few more gears. I'm gonna throw more people in here because we can. Just simply because we can. Bits, you're doing your bits. You're running out of iron. That's fine. Okay. They build a road down to here. I'm preempting this. I don't remember whether the actual mining drills speed up on roads. I don't think they do. I seem to remember they don't. So perhaps that's not necessary, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and you don't even require fuel. I'm not sure how you manage to change iron plates into gears and wheels without fuel, but I guess based on the giant spinning cogs you use drills or something, which are mysteriously powered. Don't get that. I really would have thought that would have required fuel for almost all of its recipes. Maybe not for then again, no, I would have thought it would have required fuel for pretty much every recipe, because you're melting down the iron plates to pour them into casts. I don't know. Maybe just hammer them flat. Maybe there are just people in there with giant hammers hammering. They take an iron ingot and they just hammer away at it until it's kind of round, and there's a wheel. And if they make the wheel a bit like knobbly and it's not correct, it's a gear instead. There you go. Okay, so we have 24 gears. We can build ourselves a harvester drill. So I'm going to put this down there. Okay, and I'm afraid you and you are going to be retired for the moment. So the harvester drill is a fantastic piece. You go grab iron ore and drop in there, and it works just like a person. It doesn't seem to travel any faster. You see, it takes the same time to pick up as a person does. It takes roughly 2 seconds, something like that, to pick up a deposit, and carries 12. So that's been dropped down from 20. Carries 12. And apparently it has one option to drop stuff down. It can't carry any items like a wagon. It can pick up iron. It can pick up earth, stone. It can pick up anything that's solid. So stone, any shards, coal, iron, that sort of thing. But it can't pick them up from a building. And it doesn't look like travelling on a path is any faster or slower for it. Nope, it travels exactly the same speed, so paths do not matter. But, as I said, it can grab 12 items at a time, which is just so much faster. So much faster. Awesome. I love it. Okie dokie, right. And it just clears out things so much quicker. So we can get rid of you two, and you two will probably get rehired as another one of these little things. But over here, drill this out, and that'll be our supply of coal, because our road's going to come down there. I mean, I could move these all now. Just, in fact, I think I may well move these all now. So, and this is just purely going to be a. So, what the hell happened there? Oh yes, the chutes. Something else I didn't point out. Before, the chutes would just be in a line and they connect together. Now you're in the special mode straight away. You're always in the direct mode, precision mode, I think it's called, something like that. So if you put down one, they do not connect to each other. But if you drag, they will. They'll automatically connect. So remember that as well. Also, if you put things down on the ground now and then remove them, the grass grows back. I like that. A lot. Before you had to reload the game for that. That's just awesome. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to rotate this house around like so. I'm going to then remove those. Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to something else as well, because you can now drag paths, you can just drag under stuff. So much easier to put a path down now. Just so much better. Do that as well. It's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. There's going to be our road going in there. I'll leave that road around the outside for the moment. May well move that. I'm thinking about moving that barn. Might just leave it as it is for the moment. So I could turn the barn around and automatically have it come out this side. Kind of want to just turn the barn around that way, have it feed iron in, or just feed iron directly into the forge. I think that's probably a better idea, rather than having it stored in a barn. I think we're going to feed it directly into the forge. The forge can only carry, is it 20 a go, so this is going to become idle quite a bit, but that's not really a worry. I'm going to slow the process down a bit as well. We will need some iron actually stored up, so maybe I should say actually take the iron into the base, because when we come to mining and stuff like that, we want some just resources spare. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm also going to extend this road out like that. Okay, and we're going to increase all the workforce inside that forge, because that forge is now our main supply of everything metal. So yeah, you'll grab the last barn there, then we can remove that barn. Goodbye. Okay, and we've still got this great big scaffold coming down, but we can deal with that later anyway. Right now our only bottleneck is a little tiny piece here, which we can fix by moving the pastures, which we will do, just not right now. Not right now. So you can go there and just pop. You're fine. I'm not really sure. I do need. Right, we're gonna do that. So we've got one cart taking out whatever's in there, and then one cart taking out just the cogs. I've got carts going backwards and forwards doing things I don't even understand at the moment, but they're pathing and doing weird funny things. But for now, just gonna live with it, I suppose. That's fine. All these are backed up. Why has our chicken backed up? Our chicken's backed up because the cart is going. Because our chicken is almost backing up and done. What's going on here? We don't have enough fish coming up and down. We're not supplying our fish fast enough. Actually, we are supplying our fish fast enough because this isn't actually cooking the fish fast enough. So that's a bit of an issue. But our chicken is going, and we've got one person going backwards forwards selling the chicken. That's fine-ish. Oh, I think the issue with the kitchen is that we have 2 workers doing each one. I remember correctly, as a temporary measure, I believe I had 2 workers doing each one. So that was why we ended up with a lot of stuff not working there. So if I was to do that with this, say take that, and we've got 2 workers grabbing chicken, I think this would eventually run out of chicken. It basically supplies enough for well, not quite one per. Hold on a minute, what's going on here? We have you're grabbing it. You're grabbing fish. The path to get to the apothecary is just longer than the general store one, so well, it's taking a bit longer to do that. There was also something in the patch notes for the last last version that the ranges on these markets have been increased, so that could be useful. Anyway, everything seems to be going now. We might want to increase our fish oil production a bit. Could I? No, I can't really say just take out things, because then you'll take out stuff and just deliver it to a house, which is not what I want you to do. So we're going to have 2 people grabbing fish oil, 1 person grabbing just fish. I think that'll work. We've got 1 guy here grabbing coal. So yeah, we're okay. I think we're okay off there. We're going to balance out pretty well. It's just keep an eye on it for the minute until we get some automated lines going. But I think that's where we're going to bring this episode to a close, and we shall come back next time. I don't really want to do any more research yet. We need to get into purple coins anyway soon, and also I need to fix the forester. But we have unlocked mining, so I will be looking into mining. The actual mines can be built now. Means we just have to fill up these here, which means we're struggling for... What are we struggling for? Is it wood? I think it's wood. Yeah, I think it's wood. Okay, I think it is time, just before I bring this episode to a close, I think it is time to actually cut off that forge and run it on fertilizer power, which means hiring 2 new people. Then you fertilizer into there, and you fertilizer into there. Oh, and you fertilizer into there. I'll try to clean up our town a little bit because it's a bit messy. There we go. Now we haven't got bits everywhere, so going to work a little bit better. I should have really offset these from the main road. Again, that's something that I forget about when I'm planning stuff, but then when we move things around I might do that. Really, you want to have 2 thick roads and all your buildings offset one away from them, so that when carts park to deliver things, like him there, he's not parked on the road in the way. So it just helps with things going. So you're going to be feeding that there, that's fine. You're going to be running on... want to say fertilizer power, but you don't seem very effective. Also, these are going to run out of fertilizer fairly quickly because their resources aren't being used. Which is a little awkward. Yeah. So maybe instead I should delete you and replace you with a wagon from the chicken feed, because the chicken pasture will actually have a reliance. Of course, fertilizer only gives you 1 bit of fuel, whereas wood gives you 2, and coal gives you 4, and magma will give you 8. I've never even seen magma, so that's going to be totally new to me when we get there. I think perhaps instead we need to actually have this. Let's yeah. So what I'm going to do is we're going to cancel the fertilizer thing because I can't actually sustain the fertilizer here. Yep, you're going to come over here, and what we're going to do is we are going to build ourselves a silo like so. We're going to build ourselves another miner like so, and we're going to say you take coal. No, not. We're going to stop. What we're going to say is we're going to say you are going to be set to coal only, and you are to fill this with coal. It did look like you could actually take things out of silos with things in. That was interesting. Ah, you. Right, you are to take coal to forge. Okay. Hopefully that will be enough to keep that going for long enough. That pasture is still in the way. What on earth happened there? For some reason the cart went strange. Very strange. I think what I'll do is I'll just build a road around here. So any cart that gets stuck can just pass around quicker. Anyway, that's yeah, that's gonna feed our forge. Hopefully that can keep up. Bean shops doing okay. Okay, everything's looking good. So you don't have enough flour. You don't have enough. You aren't producing enough grain. I don't know whether it's because we're actually using too much grain here. I don't think it is. I just think it's the production's not quite balanced enough over here. Yeah, it does seem like you're having to actually wait to get flour. Okay, 5 workers in the farm yet? Well, you're not waiting as long. Kitchen is waiting. Okay, anyway, yes, you can see what's going on here, what we're doing here. So we shall leave this here and we shall come back next episode, and I suppose now we've got like plenty of tomatoes and things so I can plant them. I could clear these out and start building our industry up a bit, and we shall take it from there. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun.